All right, let's talk about this absolutely incredible machine we all live in every single day, the human body. We're going to explore how all its complex systems work together in like this perfectly choreographed dance to keep us alive and kicking.
Yeah, you've probably said it a million times, right? I know it like the back of my hand. But think about it for a second. Look at the back of your hand right now. You can't actually see the trillions of cells buzzing with activity just beneath the surface. Skin cells, blood cells, muscle cells. It's a whole universe of complexity that we just, totally take for granted.
Okay, so to really get how the whole thing works, we've got to start small. We're going to look at how the body is built, starting with the tiniest, most basic building block, and work our way up to the major teams that run the whole show. So it all begins at this microscopic level with cells. Trillions of them. Now, when a bunch of similar cells get together, they form tissues. Then, different kinds of tissues team up to create an organ, like your heart or your stomach. And finally, when a group of organs works together to do a big job, you get an organ system. It's this incredible ladder of organization that builds, well, you. And this right here, this is the main point of this whole thing. None of these systems work alone. They're all part of one big, perfectly coordinated team. I mean, think about it. Your brain can't do its job without the oxygen your lungs provide, right? And your muscles can't move an inch without the fuel they get from your digestive system. It's all connected. So let's meet the players on this team. We're going to do a quick tour of the 11 major organ systems that make you, you. And just to keep things nice and simple, we're going to go in alphabetical order. First up, we've got the circulatory system. The easiest way to think about this is as your body's own personal highway system. Your heart is this tireless pump, and your blood vessels are all the roads. And get this, if you were to lay out all your blood vessels end to end, they'd wrap around the Earth more than twice. It's their job to deliver all the essentials, like oxygen and nutrients, to every last cell. And while we're on the topic of blood, let's bust a huge myth. You've seen those science diagrams where veins are blue and arteries are red, right? Well, that's just color coding to show blood that's low on oxygen versus blood that's rich in oxygen. The truth is, your blood is never, ever blue. It's always red. It's just a brighter cherry red when it's full of oxygen and a darker, kind of maroon color when it's not. Next up is the digestive system, which is basically your body's personal power plant. The whole process kicks off the second food enters your mouth, with enzymes in your saliva starting to break things down. From there, it's this long journey where all the good stuff, the nutrients, get absorbed to power everything you do. Now for the body's wireless network, the endocrine system. Instead of Wi-Fi signals, it uses these chemical messengers called hormones. Ever feel that rush of adrenaline when you get startled or excited? That's your endocrine system. That growth spurt you had as a teenager, that's it too. These tiny messengers are incredibly powerful, controlling everything from your mood to how fast you grow. Every complex operation needs a solid cleanup crew. And in your body, that's the excretory system. Its main gig is to filter your blood, pulling out all the waste products and making sure your body's water levels are just right. And the real superstars of this system? Your two kidneys. They're amazing. So quick trivia question. What's your body's largest organ? Surprise, it's your skin. The integumentary system, which also includes your hair and your nails, is your body's first line of defense against, well, everything. It's your own personal suit of armor that's also waterproof and helps control your temperature. Pretty cool, huh? And rounding out the first half of our team is the incredible lymphatic and immune system. I like to think of this as your body's own security force and sanitation department, all rolled into one. It cleans up extra fluid, but more importantly, it's your frontline defense against germs and viruses. You know when you get sick and the glands in your neck feel swollen? That's your lymph nodes working hard to fight off whatever's making you sick. All right, we are halfway through our tour. Let's keep the momentum going and meet the rest of these incredible systems. Okay, let's talk about getting things done, literally moving. That's the muscular system, and it's so much more than just the muscles you flex at the gym. You've actually got three types: the skeletal muscles you control to walk and lift, the smooth muscles inside your organs that work automatically, and of course, the most important one of all, the cardiac muscle, which is your heart, beating every second of every day. Now for the absolute command center of the entire operation, the nervous system. If your body is a company, the brain is the CEO. The spinal cord and all the nerves are the super fast communications network. It sends these lightning-quick electrical signals that coordinate everything you do, from involuntary stuff like breathing to really complex thoughts like figuring out a tough problem. The reproductive system is kind of unique because its main purpose isn't really about keeping the individual alive, but about keeping the entire species going. It's made up of all the organs and structures that make it possible to create new life. Go ahead, take a deep breath. Right there, that's your respiratory system in action. It's a pretty simple deal, but an absolutely vital one. Every time you breathe in, you're pulling in the oxygen that every single one of your cells is desperate for. And every time you breathe out, you're getting rid of the waste product, carbon dioxide. It's this constant, beautiful exchange. What's so special about the number 206? Well, for most adults, that's how many bones make up the skeletal system. It's the framework for your entire body. But it's not just a scaffold. It's also a shield, protecting your most important organs. And it's a factory producing new blood cells. Fun fact, though, you were actually born with around 300 bones. A bunch of them just fuse together as you grow up. Okay, so we've met all the individual players. But now for the truly mind-blowing part. Seeing how they all work together. How they perform in this perfect, intricate symphony. Just imagine something super simple, like you decide to race your friend down the hallway. It feels totally effortless, right? But what's happening inside your body in that moment is an absolutely incredible display of teamwork.
So how does it all come together? The second you decide to run, your nervous system sends out the command. Instantly, your respiratory system kicks into high gear and you start breathing faster to pull in more oxygen. Then the circulatory system hits the accelerator, pumping that oxygen-rich blood like crazy to your muscles. And all the while, your muscular and skeletal systems are working in perfect harmony to actually make you move. It's this beautiful, high-speed collaboration, all happening without you even thinking about it.
And that, right there, is what's so amazing. It's not about any one part. It's about the seamless way they all fit together, the constant communication, the flawless teamwork. That's what makes the human body just magnificent. So the next time you take a breath or feel your own heartbeat, just remember what's really going on. It's not just a random collection of parts. It's a magnificent symphony, playing a piece of music that is uniquely you.